Sup nerds, welcome to the Omni4Game podcast, episode 124. I'm Sean, I'm joined with Chris and Brandon as always.
Sup guys, this week's Omni4Game recap. You might be seeing a locals recap. Then we go over to the ban list live reactions. Then we go to your guys' comment questions. So if you like this, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you next time.
First topic, a locals recap. I don't remember what happened at Trinity.
I got second at Trinity.
I was going to say, I believe I'm going first. Because Sean, you played in the finals, and I lost, or not the final, but the final round.
It was
that.
that.
I lost, so
was it that day?
I'm below you.
Yes.
Yeah. No, Chris, you got first.
I got first. Sweet.
You're misremembering, Brandon. I think that was the previous week.
No, because remember I creamed you with Invisi, and this is the week you got the clap back.
Yep.
Oh, you are correct. We did play in the final round, but I was thinking you were referring to the previous week where we were winless going into the final round. Okay, yes. I remember now.
Oh, actually, is it too late for me to jump in on the? We can just skip the locals recap.
Yeah, it's a little late. We're doing it now.
All right. I just remembered what happened on Tuesday.
Well, just don't talk about it. We're going through this quick. I'm just going to.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah. So
okay,
round
cool,
one.
Cool.
He's playing Jupiter. It was 1-2, and I lost. So then round two, I played against Don. He's picked up basically the whole Digimon deck from Chris. Or not Chris. From Sean. And he's another Digimon player at our locals. Ray. Luckily for me, he's not as experienced as Sean. So he made some fumbles, and that just let me win with Invisimon. It was pretty cool.
He does not have very much experience with the deck.
Yeah, he does not have much experience with the deck. Very good card game player, but he needs the grinding hours with Moste to really lock in.
Yes.
Like, prime example is he did not play Pillow from Trash. He did not realize he could play it from Trash. And if he just plays Pillow from Trash, I can't play the game, and I clear his board, but I don't just win the turn he doesn't do that. And then I played against Sean. Remember from last time, I have a 100% win rate against Sean with Invisi. Well, no more. Now it's 50-50. But if we're looking at the overall numbers, I have a 2/3 win rate against Moste. So, because I've beaten Sean, I beat Don, but then I lost to Sean. So 2/3. That's over half.
It is over half.
Invisi tier 1? Who can say?
Oh, I guess
anyway.
I'm next.
Yeah.
So I played Ben round 1, who was playing Machinamon. I won that 2-0. He drew terribly, as he deserved. And round 2 played against Chris.
Or he bullied you online?
Yeah, I wasn't going to get into it, but yeah, we had previously tested that deck because he was trying to mess around with it, and we tested it online for like 6 or 7 hours one day, and he was drawing near perfect hands for the entire time, and I was drawing pretty much as poorly as I probably could. So we had the opposite when it came down to like IRL, which was nice. Then I played Chris round 2 playing TS. I was playing Mastermon, obviously. And I believe I won game 1. If I remember correctly, I think I fumbled the bag game 2 to allow an opening for him to win. And then game 3, we were in turns, and it took Chris 10 minutes, but he did figure out how to kill me on his final turn.
Shut up, Sean. Shut up. No, we didn't even get to
it. Yes, that's right. That was game 2.
Yeah.
That was game 2.
Yeah.
Game
1 took... Game 1 took... No, with you, Brain, was different. I wanted to make... I knew what I wanted to do, but I wasn't sure it could happen that way until I asked Sean.
It was going to take you 5 minutes.
I don't want to hear, Brand. Your turns were taking long, too. You were still reading all your cards. Anyways, what Sean was saying was... Or what I was saying was game 1 for me and you took forever because I think we both opened up pretty slow, and then game 2 was like a decent speed. It just took me forever in turns to see the lethal line.
Just a small interruption. We all looked at Chris's hand, and
Yeah, it was.
as soon as I saw what was in his hand, I think I audibly went, "Oh my god, you're so dumb."
Yeah, I know. As soon as I did,
You
it
were so close to just conceding.
I know.
And then Brandon said that, and I said, no coaching.
It was so bad because we were the last game, and then everyone's watching, and I'm just like, I was like, oh no, I can't make any mistakes. I'm gonna look dumb. I ended up looking dumb by taking too long.
Everyone else could see your hand before I could, and then I assumed you didn't have a Jupiter in your hand the whole time, and then I was like, let me see your hand, and then I looked and I was like, there's a Jupiter in here. I don't know what's...
Long story short, I had one security, Sean had one security, I had a level 5 Agio Choose that I had Digivolved up into. Sean gave me like... It could not attack, but Sean gave me like 9 memory to start. And I played Dan, and I knew I had to play Dan and Cannon. I played that. I Digivolved up into the 5 for free with a Nori, using a Nori. And I had another Jupiter sitting on the field that could attack. But I couldn't, and I wouldn't have this problem now after the changes to the deck I've made. I couldn't think of a way to get rid of one of my security to trash his final security so I could swing and kill him. And then, of course, I've got Jupiter in my hand this entire time. All I had to do was Digivolve into Jupiter, activate its effect, trash my final security to trash his, and then swing with Dan and Cannon at the end of my turn. That's all that needed to happen. But I was overthinking the hell out of it, so... Per usual. I wouldn't have that problem now with the changes I've made to the deck, so...
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And then round 3 played against Brandon, and it did not go as well for him as it did the previous week. I drew good hands, and he drew mediocre hands. Not. And I ruin mode locked him out of the game, I think both games.
No, it was just the end of game 2.
Oh, okay. When you
game 1, you just killed me.
That's what happened game 1 versus Chris.
Yeah, game 2 you ruined.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Game 1 didn't take long. It was literally game 2.
No, it was game 2.
Game 1 was like 5 turns, like 5 or 7. It was like 7 turns.
So the thing I'm like discovering playing this deck is I would rather, unless I open not the promo AGO, I think it's 24. Unless I open up that specifically, a Nori and like AGO Choose, the one that has security tech +1. Unless I open up a very specific line, I would rather respond to my opponent's board. So me and Sean were literally sitting there playing search cards. Like he would play something and I'd play something. You know, we're both just like setting up. We're both setting up. And Sean promotes and he goes, I think I can kill you from here. And I'm like, no, please don't. I hadn't even promoted my first stack. We were both just setting up, and he just set up faster than me. He can kill me. He can lethal me. I can't lethal like that.
I can lethal through 5 very easily if I have enough memory in both masters.
And he just had it. He just had it. I didn't even give him that much memory. I don't even think I gave you that. I gave you like two memory maybe.
I didn't need that much because I had both Mires on the field and started at Gato.
Yeah, so...
Hey,
nothing I can do. Yeah, nothing I can do about that.
Yeah, and then I touched Brandon real hard, and then we played like an extra couple of matches, and I continued to touch him, and it was glorious.
Yeah, but those were off the record, so they don't count.
I mean, they still happen though, and I got to experience them.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, they brought me joy.
You were just over there touching.
All is right in the world, and Vizimon still sucks.
All right, so I guess who proxy? I got first place
due to tiebreakers.
I played I played Brandon round 1, pretty back and forth game. He has access to D-Evo. Then I tied against Sean. Kind of talked about that already. And then round 3, I played against Medusa, being piloted by Will. Felt at this point I was just like, I got all my dumb out of the way, and I killed him in like I think like 15 minutes maybe. It was not a competitive match at all. It was done very quick. So much so that I think that he swapped decks to Vortex afterwards, and we played like a couple games of that. And then that was it.
I'm
On Friday?
going first for Friday. I played Masty once again. Game 1, I drew well. In round
Against
1,
who?
it was Dante. For the rest of the night, my hands were doo-doo.
Hey, I told you, you used up all your luck.
You were correct. However, if I were given the choice, I would choose that every time. Yeah, I played Dante playing Vortex. I won game 1. I killed him before he ever got to Vortex. And then he got to Vortex games 2 and 3 before I could kill him, and I lost. Drawing bad hands didn't help. And then round 2, I was lucky enough to play another Vortex. Lucky me. Game 1, I won. Game 2, I should have won. However, I was only half paying attention. During his turn where he already had a Vortex on the field, and he thought he could kill me, and because of that he did not trigger the immunity on Vortextramon, but I did not realize that on my turn. And on my turn, he had like 5 dudes on the field at the start of my turn. I think I triple Mastamoned him and cleared everybody but the Vortextramon, because I assumed it was immune, so I didn't even bother targeting it with anything. And after I passed turn, he was like, oh, that was a lot of stuff. And I was like, yeah, dude, imagine if that guy wasn't immune, he'd be gone too. And he was like, he wasn't immune. And I was like, wait. I was like, I got him so bad. I was like, all right, well, that's going to start a habit of constantly asking on my turn if he's immune before I ever do anything.
Every time I play against that card, I'm like, is he immune? Is he immune? Every time.
I will never make that mistake again. That's a one-time thing. I will always ask now, but he ended up winning that game because I literally just assumed.
That's just a little gut punch.
Yeah, I was like, oh, the game was literally over if I cleared that guy too. He was at 2 memory with nothing on the field, including tamers, and nothing coming out of raising. Like, the game was over.
That's so sad.
Yeah, I was pretty sad about that.
Oh god.
And then he actually won game 3, I think. Or no, we were in turns. We were in turns.
Yeah, he ended up giving you the win because he was going to drop.
Yeah, because we were going to draw in turns, because he kept me from killing him on my final turn. And then round 3 played against 3 Muskets, piloted by Spencer. It is a purple deck for the most part that seems to be a little tamer reliant. And I drew okay versus him. No, well, more so that it took him so long to get online that I was able to fix my hands. I think that's probably more correct. I ended up winning that 2-0, and then coming in like 6th or something.
Yeah, it was 5th. I'm looking at it right now.
And I know I got 4th. So my next brand, did you place higher than me?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. So round 1, I'm still playing Jupiter. I played against Medusa, but this time piloted by Josh. Another instance where I think I'd rather respond to his board, but I saw what I thought was a good line, went up into it, hit it for a bunch of damage, Digivolves into Jupiter, and the changes I made to my deck is I'm playing Niaromon now, so I can trigger my own Jupiter, and I can also trigger a Nori easier. I think I put myself down a little bit too quick to 3 security because he saw the most ideal of ideal hands, promoted his stack, and killed me real quick. And then game 2, I made a little bit of a misplay. He digivolved into Starako. No, it was Medusa. He digivolved into Medusa. Attempted to blow up my my Jupitermon. I could have decode-outed the Aegeomon with the blocker. And then he digivolved into Sorako, trashing my last security and swinging at me for game. But I did not decode out the Aegeo because I misremembered the Storacomon's effect. So I could have technically saved the Aegeo with the Jupitermon's effect. So I'd at least still had a blocker, so you can attack me for lethal. But I feel like even if I would have done that from what I'm remembering from the board state, I couldn't have responded on my following turn anyways. So he would have just won on his next turn. So I guess in the end it didn't really matter. And then Brandon loves giving me the bye, so he gave me the bye.
What a nice guy.
And then round 3, played against Dante playing Vortex, and poor Dante, I think he is absolutely winless. I don't think he's ever won a game in our matchups while I'm playing Jupiter and he's playing Vortex.
Oh yeah, because you have DP reduction.
Well, not just that, but I will hold Venus in my hand until he even thinks about playing Vortex. If I see him even have the inklings of a Venus coming out or a Vortex coming out, I'm going to Venus him, and he's just never going to get to use it. So, I ended up winning that one 2-0 and getting 4th place.
So I was gonna play Invisi, but the card I wanted to swap in, we didn't have enough of it. I wanted Justimon X Antibody and try to replace that with the Hoodie trait Justy, but we only have one, and I didn't want to just play one. So I just played Hoodie. I was like, yeah, it's ban list. Make sure people remember why it's about to get... Or you guys are already seeing it. It's already been hit. We all know it. I haven't seen it yet, but it's coming. Something happened to it. But, yep, so I played Hoodie. Round 1, I played 3 Muskets. You have to play a little more cautious going into that deck, obviously, because they have a lot of option removal. But I do get that 2-0. I was just able to play patient and with a pace that worked. Chris tried roasting me because in game 2 I went into an early Pyldramon.
I did not roast you. I just thought it was funny.
Yeah, because guess what happened? I went swing.
No one roasted you. If anything, I said I thought it was smart and funny because every time you swung at him with Hoodie, the second check it would kill the Hoodie. And I said he preemptively went into the Pyldramon. I thought that was funny and smart. How is that roasting you? You're right. Anybody that calls you smart is roasting you because you're an idiot.
That is true. Chris actually came over and told me that you did that.
Yeah, but see, at the moment,
I thought it was funny.
Why would you
It was funny because
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I literally, when you did it, I said that's funny. No, I said that's funny because No, I said, why are you doing that? It's kind of funny. You just expected to die? Yes, and that was the whole point. This guy right here.
It was 2 things. It stunned his whole board, and if it dies, I just get free value. So I swung, unsuspended, checked the Digimon, swung again, hit an option card, killed it.
And died every time on the second one.
Always. Feels so good.
I have a feeling if they only hit Shaq in that deck is fine, because watching that Pyldramon do that, I'm just like, that deck's fine. Whatever. There's gonna be another DNA. There will always be another DNA. There will always be another DNA.
It's like the Yoda. No, there is another.
Well, I mean, you can't play really any other because of the you need the CS trait to tuck, but like you could use them as finishers. Like you double alliance with Hoodie in mid range, your opponent's down to 3.
Right, and you can literally play. You can literally play the new Pyldramon.
Yep. Anyway, so I eventually just outpace him, kill him. I am also playing 4 Tropic Venoms because I want to be that toxic guy. And I did drop 3 of them in one turn. and used none of the memory I got from it. I just lethaled anyway.
You just had extra memory for no reason.
I was at 7. I was at 7 memory, and I was like, well, if my hoodie dies, I mean, I can just go up into another hoodie, and it's no problem.
In case I check 4 hammer sparks out of security this turn.
Well, he had 2 security left, so, you know, those 2 things could have been bombs, but they weren't, so. Then round 2, I played against Josh, playing Medusa. Game 1, he just bricked, I killed him. Game 2, he needed a scramble to keep turn and then lethal me, but he didn't have the scramble, so he couldn't lethal me, and then I just lethaled him. And then round 3, I played against Will playing Medusa, and of course, my deck just didn't show up. Game 1, I just OTK'd, lethaled, no problem. Did my usual shenanigans. It was over. Game 2, I kept a suboptimal hand. I had 2 searching cards, and I knew I was going second, but no rookie. I never saw a rookie. So, wah.
Wrecked.
And then game 3, I had a really subpar post mulligan hand where like I had stuff to do, but it wasn't like good stuff to do. Like I had to waste 2 shacks just to clear his board with like Angemon on kilo stacks, no hoodie involved at all. So the fact I'm wasting 2 of my DNAs already is crazy, just to keep his board clear. But when I was able to like eventually promote and pop off, he had Crimson Blazed me, so it was like I just took too long to be able to play my game plan.
I just reread the new Pyldramon and Dragon Mode. You could 100% just play those in hoodie as the top end.
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
I'm telling you, if they only hit the shack, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Anyway, either that or Chitose. It's hoodie shack.
I'm not saying it would be better. I'm not saying it would be better than pure Imperial, but I'm saying you could 100% do it. Could you imagine you go into the new 81 Pyldramon, Digivolve into Dragon Mode, and spit them both back out, and then you activate hoodie's on play effect again?
Oh, you're talking about the starter deck Dragon Mode, aren't you?
Yes, and you just
because it can play hoodie out.
Yes.
Yo.
Oh, telling you, so stupid.
So stupid, John. So stupid.
Oh, God.
I want you to know.
It's the damn DNA mechanic.
Last night, I was building decks on my phone. I just have like 7-8 decks on my phone. I was actually building what I thought could be post-ban list hoodie, and I was 100% looking at all the Pyldramons, and I saw the 81, and I was like, I'm going to keep that to myself. I'm not going to tell anybody. Because I thought about it. Anyway, let's actually get to this ban list. I'm excited to see what's on it.
Okay.
2 hours in the waiting.
Yes.
That's way more than I thought was going to happen.
It is. So, Chris, did you recognize the BT3 Mallow or the Skull Belushi from BT10?
It was the Mallow and the Sunrise.
I know the Sunrise for sure, but when you said it was a card I recognized from the art, I was like, he couldn't have been talking about BT10 Skull Belushi, so he was probably talking about the Mallow.
Okay, so they just said, screw you, purple, good stuff. Like, real hard.
Uh-huh.
Real hard.
Uh-huh.
Shaq, it being the only hit to hoodie, is going to be a mistake.
That deck's still fun.
I agree. The
OTK variant is dead, but 81 Pyldramon has entered the chat. So,
I'm not even 100% confident the OTK variant's dead, man.
I mean, if you see the nuts in the mid-range variant with Erica and stuff, like, yeah, you can still just kill.
Yeah.
Which, I am so furious that they would give us Mach Galgamon back before they would give us something like Greymon back. I just don't understand.
Oh my god.
I don't understand
I hate you
that
guys.
card. I don't understand what that card could be so damn groundbreaking that they refuse to take it off the list. I don't understand. dude, Tropical Venom is still. It's gonna be in hoodie decks. All those memory game cards are still playable. Bro, the purple good stuff deck's not even being played right now. Sure, Leviathan is still randomly out there, but it's like a couple people keeping that deck alive. I don't even know what that Skull Belushi does.
Does Chris sound like a robot to you, Brandon, or is that just on my end?
It's just on your end. He sounds fine for me.
Okay, well, that's also the viewers' end. That's why I was curious.
With all of those cards hit, does that mean I can have Gabu X back, guys?
No.
Guys?
Obviously
the Mallow makes sense because of future card design.
Yeah.
It's an unlimited gain of memory, whatever.
It is potential infinite memory gain. Yeah, it should be hit preemptively just because.
Yep.
What does the Skull Belushi even do?
It lets you evo into a dark animal out of trash or an undead if you discard it for free.
Yeah, that was part of the
Fenrir OTK.
The CS Moss Day K loop, right?
It was part of
No.
It was part of some versions of KDA, but it is also just part of the Dark Animal package because it lets you evo on a Dark Animal or an undead out of the trash when discarded.
Not that Skull Belushi, not that I've seen any list of.
You can.
It's the purple yellow one.
You can play it though.
Right, I will read it.
Who cares?
Chris, I'll read it verbatim for you. When one of your effects trashes this card in the hand, if it is your turn, one of your Digimon may Digivolve into one purple Digimon card with the undead or dark animal in its traits from your trash for its Digivolution cost.
Oh,
and
it's
then it has a
for
win
the
Digivolving.
cost? Okay.
Yeah, for
its cost. It's not even free. Okay, cool.
That's right. I forgot it wasn't free because it was in the Fenrir OTK and it might as well have been free.
Then the win Digivolving is, if Digivolving from the trash, this Digimon gains on deletion, delete one of your opponent's Digimon until the end of your opponent's turn.
So...
no inheritable. You could have just hit Cerberus Sex and been okay.
I did find it odd that they randomly decided to hit the Dark Animal engine when it wasn't actually doing a whole lot.
3 of them.
Yes, they nuked it from orbit. It is still popular in other regions. North America just doesn't play it as much as other regions. It's not a bad engine. It's obviously still a good generic purple engine. A theory that I came across, which I think is probably likely, is that Plutomon is coming, and there's a very good chance that him and his archetypal support would make those cards even better than they already are, and those cards would just break him.
You think this is an example of a preemptive hit?
I think it is quite possible that this is 100%. Hey, we know how Pluto's going to work, and it's going to be busted with these 3 cards.
What is Plutomon's type? Is the ones we have right now? Because the only one I can think of would be his undead zombie form. I don't think
that's what I read. Is they think it's going to be a Pluto zombie, but he's a shaman.
He's a shaman.
Yeah, from BT4.
Okay.
And he'll be Olympus. No, he won't be Olympus.
No, he's not Olympus.
Has the list been out long enough for us to have the Bandai explanation, or is it just too new?
No, I went to the website before we started recording, or as we were recording, and it wasn't up there yet.
Well, I mean, hey, 3 hours have passed. Who knows?
Yeah, viewers. So between the locals recap, which you may or may not see depending on how my computer feels about it, and the beginning of this was about a 2-hour break while my computer decided to not allow me to open Discord again. But I was able to eventually get back to it. Yeah.
So it's basically
the maid
usual, like
the maid mode is still a card. Can it still abuse the Sunrise Buster?
It sure can, dude. Unfortunately, Sunrise Buster is ass cheeks.
I know, but I'm saying then, so so they could take what's abusing Gray X?
I mean, you're preaching to the choir, dude. I mean,
John Bandai said no.
What? I don't know why Gray X is so on the list. Also, Jet. I feel like I kind of understand Jet more than Gray X because they're I guess, concerned about it being played in Blue Hybrid, but who cares?
It's Recovery 1. Oh no!
It's also a 1-cost level 5. I think that might be like a bigger thing, although they still have most of them from
apparently
BT7.
1-cost level 5s are just too much.
Yeah, that's why Grey X is...
Lamia.
Oh, yeah.
Literally, Medusa's level 5 goes for 1.
That is true. Yeah, you can warp for 1 memory.
The amount of times I've had a level 3 promoted on me. They tuck the 4 Evo into the 5, and then gain 2 memory off of it. Like, it's a 1-cost Evo.
Well,
I literally think...
That was your mistake.
I know I'm preaching to the choir with you two, but yeah, Grey X, why? Just let it...
I literally think they hit the absolute wrong card for Hoodie.
They 1,000% did. And it's unfortunate for Shakumon players because they were coping with their pet deck and it just got hit for no reason.
Yeah, they hit the wrong card.
Yeah.
Imagine it was the old Shaq. They just put the wrong Shaq.
Yeah. And I don't understand why Dober X got hit. It's sure Skull Bellucci and Cerberus X. But why did they hit Dober?
That is why I think that theory about Pluto being cracked with those 3 cards is a really... That is my theory now after reading that, because it's the only explanation for them nuking the Dark Animal package this hard. Because, yeah, the Dober X is really weird. Because, like, who cares? It's a free draw and, like, it's a memory gain.
So the only thing I can think of is... No, I can't even think of like any random combo loops that like start with just Dober.
Yeah, like, dude, it's cards that we do not see yet, but Bandai knows they exist because they designed them.
No, I get that, but it's at a level 4.
Mm-hmm.
Like what is happening at the level 4 spot? That's why I'm like Cerberus makes sense because you could like discard the Skull Bellucci, and then like digivolve into the Pluto zombie from the trash. But what's that got to do with Dober?
Dober X is an extra draw and discard, and it's a memory gain, and it's a 1-cost Evo with Protoform.
Yeah, but like there's a bunch of stuff that does that.
I think once we see the Plutomon deck, we'll probably understand why these cards got hit. Because
this ban list sucks.
I agree. This definitely reeks of hit preemptively.
Yeah, I was also very disappointed when I saw this, Chris.
No, Chris, you know what we're going to be getting in the Time Stranger set now? Think of what Pluto's level 5 is going to be. It's going to be the werewolf with his mode change.
Yeah, apparently that Cerberus is like his level 5 or whatever, so like, yeah, it seems...
Yeah, it is.
He has the werewolf mode, and he has the regular mode.
Yeah. I do not think this was just to hit the Dark Animal package just because it's a weird time for them to hit it, if that is the case. And it's also really vicious.
This was not worth the 3-hour wait.
It was not. Because you can recycle that Cerberus X infinitely, because the BT16 Cerberus picks it up out of trash.
That mock makes no sense. No sense.
Hey, the mock guy.
The mock is bad. The mock is bad, just like the Sunrise Buster is bad. The mock got hit because they didn't want to hit Mirage for that ban list. They still wanted to hit the deck. That's the only reason that card got hit.
Until we raided the One Piece games and told them to ban Mirage.
Yeah. Until we lobbied to get Mirage limited.
The game is so power crept to the point where a lot of those cards that are at 1 could just come off.
Yeah.
Yep.
These
those should have arguably all gone to 0.
Yeah.
Including
HPD.
Tropic Venom.
Yeah, Tropic Venom and HPD. I actually kept forgetting Sunrise Buster was on the ban list. That's how bad that card is.
I need to look something up real quick.
By the way, pre-release stamped Sunrise Busters are bought out.
Okay. Have fun, guys.
Yeah, have fun selling those when people realize it's unplayably bad, even if you play Shine or anything.
Literally, I'm just looking at the only thing I'm like, okay, that makes sense, is the Mallow. That's
literally, yeah.
All the cards.
The restrictions being removed on those two also makes sense. Those are probably the 2 worst cards on the ban list. Still.
Yeah.
The Mallow, 100% I agree with. And then I'm upset that Shaq is the target for Hoodie because they didn't hit the super or the secret. And then the absolute nuke of the Dark Animal package.
It's... I feel really bad for anyone who actually like plays Shikuamon. Like,
oh yeah, dude, I do too.
This literally feels like Garuda X all over again.
Yes!
Like, we're just getting this card because we don't want to hit the fan favorite deck. They didn't want to hit Guilmon.
People hate that deck.
Yeah, it's
no, but like he's part of Gallantmon though, and they were like, we don't want to hit like Gallantmon cards. They're like, we'll hit Garuda because birds.
Yeah, who cares about birds?
Well, I'll talk about Hoodie.
It's
like Hoodie's
so
people don't like Hoodie. Players that play
now
Hoodie
you literally
like
now you literally can't play Shikuamon. You can't play that deck.
No, because you're back to having 5 of the black and yellow level.
Yeah, they killed a deck that like people just probably like for no reason.
Yeah, Shikuamon died for Hoodie.
They hit the wrong deck.
Yeah, that was extremely like. I agree with 3 cards, like we said. I assume that Pluto would be absolutely busted with those 3 cards that they hit for purple, and then Shaq, I was like, "What the hell, dude?" Like, it's better than them not touching Hoodie at all, but only barely.
Only barely.
Yeah. I'm telling you right now, there's gonna be a list out there where people just play the Pyldramons and the Dragon mode.
100%, dude. Like, people will figure something out.
The only issue with that version is it's reliant on the Angemons and Seedramons now.
Yeah, because you have to draw.
You can't use Ankilo at all.
That's who cares? He's dead.
Yeah, you'd also switch your Tama if you're still playing the Yoko to Sumemon, because you'd get the draw off that.
Oh yeah, fair. So what I'm thinking is you would, in ideal special super special land, is you alliance with the Hoodie, assuming you're only single alliancing and you're not Erica alliancing.
Mm-hmm.
If you're just single alliancing, you're using 2 bodies, that's 2 checks.
Yep.
You DNA into Pyldra, you swing, you spit out the Hoodie and the level 4.
Mm-hmm.
That spits you out another level 4, or a Tamer.
Or a Tamer and a level 4. Yeah.
Yeah, Chitose is not on the list, so you could play Chitose, which plays another level 4.
That is correct.
You could then DNA into... Well, no, because you'd have to pay the 2 for the Dragon mode. So assuming you're keeping turn, again, Tropic Venom's not on this list. Hey, guess what you could do now?
None of them are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
so
a
you can
single
HPD if you really wanted to. Yeah.
Yep.
The check goes through. That's their 3rd security. I'm trying to think of how to get another lethal swing out. You'd have to have Alliance again.
I mean, Shaq isn't banned. It's at 1. You could potentially see it. It's hyper searchable.
Yeah, you still have the CS rookies as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to just think of like how you OTK. If you saw
I mean, you're probably not going to get turn 2 OTK anymore, which is nice, but the deck is
still real bad.
Yeah.
What is it's the when attacking from the Hoodie that allows you to replay the Chitose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the when attacking,
you bounce a Tamer.
When attacking replays its on play by bouncing a Tamer.
Yeah.
So no, because the inheritables only allow you to digivolve. You can't digivolve.
I mean, people are gonna lab and figure out if you can still break the deck, and I'm sure that they will find something because the mechanics are extremely unbalanced.
Yeah.
Yeah, very disappointed that this list was how it is, because it's like 3 cards from left field, and then like...
Yeah. I mean, the only issue I'm running into in my head is you are losing consistency by playing the the Pyldra. And
you only need 4 memory.
Well, no, because you need the
You
four
literally-
to go into the hoodie.
Well, you can just evo the hoodie in the back.
No, you evo the hoodie in the back, promote a swing, Chitose, play out the second body, 2 checks, and then you DNA into Pyldramon, swing, 2 memory, go into Dragon Mode, spit out the 2 bodies, you go into Pyldramon, you do the same thing, that's 4 memory, spit out the 2 bodies, and then Pyldramon.
16 Pyldra.
You're playing 8 Pyldramon.
Also, fun fact, because Shaq is at 1, you're not really super incentivized to play the CS rookie, so like you can just full commit to 4 Wormmons and Ericas.
Yeah, no, I was thinking literally Tentomon, Wormmon,
Betamon probably.
Gatsumon, and yeah, Beta, so you can recycle if you need to.
Yeah, because if they check Shaq out of trash, you're like, thank you.
Thank you.
And you're like, oh, Chris, how are you gonna draw all those?
It's built in the deck.
Andromon, Seedramon,
Sumimon.
draw, Sunamon, draw. And because it's DNA, guess what? They all reset. Draw.
Yeah. So if you full commit to Wormmon, you can promote Evo into Hoodie for 2 memory, and then that's 3 checks, assuming you also have a Chitos and the 4s.
I just thought of it. I thought I have the lethal line in my head now.
Okay.
You just reminded
I just
me of it.
told you it for 4 memory.
Way simple. Way simpler. All right. Hoodie on top of Erica has Alliance with Alliance already. So that's 3 checks. That
Yeah.
Alliance
Which
doesn't
I just
go
said.
away when you go into the Pyldra. Because the Erica's in the Pyldra stack. So you're going to swing, and that Pyldra is going to have Alliance when it hits you with the Dragon Mode. And that hoodie that gets popped out is going to play another body.
So
for
you
to have
can
an
play,
unsuspended target.
if you had Dragon Mode out the bodies, you would have another body for Alliance. Then you just need to find another DNA somewhere and you have game.
Any other DNA.
Yeah.
Nope. Yeah, it's that easy. So you play.
Listen,
So that is a turn 2
4
lethal
worm.
combo for 4 memory.
I told you guys this.
If you're promoting hoodie, I don't think you need 4.
Well, you can't promote Hoodie and then have 3 bodies, or 2, 3 bodies for the double Alliance. You have to Evo
don't
into
need
it.
Oh yeah, is the double Alliance? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd have to. What is the rookie? Yeah. So no,
It
you
would
have
it would need to be
it's
Worm.
It's literally OTK hoodie. You just need to keep turn going into hoodie.
Yeah. It's like you could also
And
just
then have
promote
the-
an
have the 2
HPD.
memory. Yeah, have the 2 memory.
Well, I guess you couldn't
left over
HPD
to-
anymore because you can't just go into Shaq and reset it. But you can just set up the
So
memory
we-
boost or like the tamers or whatever. Like it's not hard to give yourself 4 memory in that deck.
Yeah, no,
No, not
not in
at all.
that deck. You would need 1 Keyskay and 1 other of the Tamers.
Yeah. And
I
if you just
think
have an
so.
Erica, that-
I think you might actually end up cutting the CS mem boost, and you maybe just play Wisteria because that searches everything.
Yeah, you,
Oh yeah, true. True.
yeah, you just
Although
play
you
the
could
blue
use
green
a
one.
turn 0 if you're playing Sumimon.
I might just
Yeah.
keep the hoodie level 3 because it's green.
True. Yeah.
So literally right here on this, I'm sure maybe other people have thought of this. I said it from the get-go. If they only hit Shaq, it's still a problem because of Pyldramons. Because we're getting a second blue-green DNA Pyldramon that is going to abuse it. Right here on this podcast, I don't know if other people have already talked about this. We have just we have created another 2-turn kill with Hoodie with 4 memory potentially. Sure, is it going to probably be a little less consistent because the Pyldramons and the Dragon modes aren't searchable? Sure. But you're going to be playing 8 Pyldramons and 4 Dragon modes.
I don't.
You're
think
gonna
you
see
need 16. I think you can get away with just 81.
You'd probably just play 4
Yeah.
81s and 1 Shaq.
Yep. And then what? 3 or 4 dragon modes, just so you can see it.
Probably 3.
I was thinking 3.
Yeah. I
Do you
think
still
3's probably
play
a
4
solid number.
tropic minims?
It depends
four
on how much
tropic
room you
minims?
have after filling out the rest of the
Post.
deck, but yeah, like that's a possibility. Like you wouldn't have
So-
piercing. Well, I guess you just kill stuff with Hoodie. LOL, I forgot.
Yeah, just kill it. What are you talking about?
I'm so dumb, dude. I
so-
forget how broken Hoodie is. I forget about the
It's
removal
the
effect.
dirt.
So
I'm so worried about just dying.
and guess what? None of this is
losing the D Evo does feel bad, but like that's
none of this None of this would be a problem if they just hit like Chaitos.
Yeah.
For real.
or hoodie.
Because you're not getting your second body for free without playing the level 3 Digimon that don't allow you to Digivolve.
I mean, you would be playing those now, though. They just can't Evo.
That's what I'm saying, though. But like,
restriction.
I'm saying though, like, yeah, they just can't. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, then you can't go, oh, buy Ildramon here or this. It's like, I mean, I don't understand why they didn't just hit Chaitos. Instead, they hit they didn't even hurt Huddy with Shaq. Sure, they hit him in the leg, but you just nuked Shikuamon decks. Anyone that liked playing that, you killed the wrong deck, Bandai.
As a wise man once said,
stupid.
As a wise man once said, banning cards doesn't make killers. It just makes killers more creative.
Yeah.
It's a Scream reference.
So stupid.
I have actually seen people complain about
shopping.
Sunrise Buster coming off the list, by the way. I guess they're still scarred from BT10.
They're still afraid. They're still shaking in their boots.
I was like,
is there anything? Is there like a random card that that I can't think of that could play it? You can
play it in anything, dude. The card sucks.
No, but I'm saying, is there anything we could think of that could abuse it?
No. I mean, yes. The card can be abused. The issue is the power level of the card is nowhere near. It's just not good enough anymore.
Oh, guys, you know what? Hoodie got hit. Hoodie's bad now. I'm gonna go buy up all the alt arts.
That's a good point, dude.
Prices have dropped.
I bet you the stuff went up, if anything, because I think the market on those cards was tanking just because people were anticipating the hits.
Alt art hoodie's $15 right now.
Is that lower or higher than normal?
That is lower. It was 20. I could double check. I actually haven't looked at
How much are the 2 stars? I never even looked at the market on the hoodie cards. I just happened to notice.
The 2-star is 120 at the moment.
That means some of them got purchased because it was.
Is this potentially the worst ban list of all time?
It's up there, dude.
The worst ban list of all time is the one that hit all my Garu cards for no reason.
Okay, well that's your own opinion.
I meant as of like in general, like this is just a bad ban list.
Someone immediately bought 2-star hoodies after the ban list announcement. Only 2 have been purchased, but
that's hilarious.
I can't believe they bring out these 2 cards. They won't free our boy. Every ban list that passes where he does not come off, it just irritates me more and more with this game.
And
I don't understand.
I don't either. But yeah, so Sunrise Buster is cheeks now relative to the power level of the game. We actually have, like, if you're specifically playing it in Shine, I think it's called Final Blast, which is also a 5-cost red yellow option.
Final Burst.
No, I think that's Final Shining Burst. I'm talking about
a 5-cost
one.
Gotcha.
That one specifically plays a Marcus for free, but it minuses 3 of your opponent's Digimon by 2k per tamer. So it's one less 1,000 DP, but hits 3 dudes. It just has to play a Marcus specifically.
Yeah, Sunrise is just one Digimon, right? It's only targeting the one.
It's one Digimon, and it can play any red or yellow tamer, I believe.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and it's 3k per tamer. They both suck, though. Like, we don't need options anymore, guys. We're getting dual cards. Option removal is out. Unless you play Sakuya, I guess, but you play Sakuya.
But there's no room in any of the decks for this card.
Oh yeah, dude. I hope people try to put that in their deck.
I'm fine with this. I'm fine with both of those cards coming off.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's the other cards
that are still on there.
It's like, why could we bring these up, but we couldn't bring the other ones? Sunrise Buster did more damage to the game, I would say, than Grey X. Because there was a degenerate loop with the maid mode. That made sense. Well, not a loop, but you could just abuse it.
You
Gray X
basically
wasn't
got
being-
two procs off of it because you would put it on top of your security after using it with her.
Yeah, Gray X was like, the boy's fine.
And
He was a part of a degenerate OTK like Mirage was.
He was in Japan.
No, he wasn't.
Japan had Gray X at 4 for BT12.
nuh-uh. Didn't you hear me? I said nuh-uh.
Whatever.
Actually, I think we had Gray X at 4 for BT12 as well, didn't we?
We did. Yeah, I think so.
No. I was misremembering what order the Black War X and War Gray came out in. No, we didn't have it at 4 for BT12, but Japan did. Back then
So
that was
dumb.
really good, but like if you gave that to us now, it would be bad.
Okay, I think I have my new hoodie list put together.
See, Bandai, it's that simple.
Solid.
Yeah, I think it was strictly them just like they've sold all their product, so I don't understand why they're trying to protect the secret / super rares of that archetype.
I genuinely think. Okay, so this is something.
There's not a single suit that these are all rares, uncommons, and commons.
Yeah, I mean we know that they do not like to hit
What
anything
the
above
hell?
a rare unless they absolutely have to.
So this is something I have heard that I have parroted a couple times in my life. It is, do not attribute malice to what can be explained via stupidity. I think they saw Shaq and just said, yeah, that's the problem, guys.
And listen to the
I don't
trainings.
think they thought about it.
Listen to the that's the card I see when I lose is the Shaq.
Yep.
I'm not saying Shaq wasn't a problem.
All I'm saying is
Don't
hit
get me
test
wrong.
draw. I hit test draw, and Shaq was in my opening hand. So
Listen,
Imagine
don't
the
get me wrong.
rage.
I'm not saying Shaq wasn't a problem. But it's not Shaq. It's the way it's their own rules with the DNA mechanics.
Well, I mean that's
the issue.
That's not going back in the
Being-
box, dog. Like that's
I know, but that's what I'm saying. But it's not Shaq's fault. It's their own mechanics. So they hit the wrong card. If you hit Chaitos, okay, you just ban it.
yeah. I think if they banned Chitos, it would be fine.
Yeah, it would be fine because then they don't get the second
play on the
body.
board.
You don't have
Well,
to
you
worry
still
about
can.
people cooking and figuring out a way to still abuse Hoodie.
Because we just fixed Hoodie. You just play the other degenerate blue-green cards.
guys, the deck list is right here. I just have it. You know, it's just right there. It's right there.
Is that 3 tropical venoms?
It is. They didn't
Jesus.
limit it.
I mean, they did.
Why would I get rid of it?
I just figured you might want room for.
I watched him
searches or
actually
something.
all 3 on Spencer, and he went to 10 memory.
And then he said he didn't even need it.
Yeah, I might as well been there.
No, he
I didn't
killed him
use it.
without it.
They just did it
But
to
hey,
do it.
He,
Like, these are in my
literally
hand.
did
Might as
it.
well use them.
He flexed them. He flexed them on Dante. He said, Dante, look at this. I'm talking super early in the game, and flicked 3 cards, and he confirmed this later. He goes, I showed him all 3 tropical venoms in my hand. He could have used them at any point, but he held on to all 3 for the final turn just in case.
Yeah, just in case my stack died. It was
Yeah.
optimal.
That's what I did with Blinding Ray and BT.
Yeah,
And the
that's
thing is,
BT5.
I have to use them. I have to use them because my combos clear his board. If I just hold them in my hand, they're useless once his board is clear.
Yeah, they don't do anything.
So I had to use them preemptively.
God.
Anyway, so what you're hearing first today, guys, is if you want to counter Hoodie, just leave your board empty. Then they can't drop any of you. You're fine.
Yeah,
Nothing bad will
they
happen.
can't OTK you. LOL.
LOL.
Do we have any closing thoughts or any more thoughts?
No, this is dumb. What a waste of my time.
I agree.
Respect.
So Chris and Brandon blind reacting to this. They didn't. They wanted to not know what it was. I stayed up watching Worlds to see the ban list because I was like, I'm not gonna be able to stay off social media all day, so I might as well just like watch it. And when it came up, I was like, I stayed up for this. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that sucks. What did Ben and Josh think? Did you get to talk to them about it?
So, I was in a Discord message with them, and I said it's crazy that they hit Cerberus X, and Ben immediately was like, no, it's not. I said that card's been cracked for like 2 years, and I'm like, yeah, Ben, but what's crazy is they waited until now to hit it when it's arguably at its worst.
Yeah, that's word.
I've also said that. I've also been saying that, like, Cerberus X, like, the Dark Animal package is really strong, but it's like, this is the lowest it's ever been. Like, it's not seeing any representation. The K deck is way too inconsistent for them to be like, no, we're hitting it for that. So, no, it's got to definitely be future-proofing. But it's just crazy they waited till now to do it.
Yeah.
Also, quick correction on something we said earlier. Your Dragon Mode / Pildramon would actually not have Alliance, because I want to double check. Erica only gives Alliance to Hoodie and the 2 Eater cards it can be. Either Eden or Eden Legion. For some reason was like, I'm pretty sure it only gives Alliance to its own trait. But no, it's Hoodiemon specifically, and then the 2 Eater cards.
Well,
so my combo for 4 memory is my combo for 4 memory is lethal.
No. Oh, I didn't hear what your combo was.
Mine is literally you promote Hoodie, you swing, you Chitos, you play out your second body, you see it's gonna be Seedramon, you're gonna Alliance, you're gonna DNA into 81 Pildramon. Okay, we've spent 0 memory.
Yeah, that's
You're gonna swing. Okay, so we've done 2 damage. We're gonna DNA into Pildramon. We're gonna swing from the 1 check.
Okay.
You're going to Digivolve into Dragon Mode. So here's 2 memory. You're gonna spit out your 2 bodies. Okay, and we're doing DP minus the whole time with.
Yeah, and you're playing.
What's her name?
You're playing a 3rd thing as well off the Hoodie,
which could be another Cheeto save.
Which could be another body.
Which could be another body. We're gonna Digivolve again. Okay, into 81 Pildramon.
Okay.
We're gonna swing. Okay, we're gonna pay 2 more memory to Digivolve into Dragon Mode and spit out 2 more bodies. Okay. And then you could Digivolve into OG Pildramon and swing for the final check. It could be either one, but because we've done 4 or 5 damage now, and then Digivolve into the final one.
And also the Hoodie's playing out a 3rd thing every single time as well.
More bodies.
You can also DNA with at that point.
Yep.
Yeah, you could start playing the Hoodie trait Kabuterimon, who is green-yellow.
All for 4 memory, and then here's it even worse. If you have HPD in hand, you could go into BT16 Pildramon, get 2 swings in, and then using one of the bodies you played off earlier, you could HPD into Dragon Mode, spit out 2 more bodies, and go into another one, and that's also lethal for 2 memory.
Yeah.
No, not even 2 memory, for 0.
Man, I can't wait. What a great format!
I've already broken it. No, I'm not saying it's gonna be as consistent. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it's as consistent as regular Imperial Dramon, because that's exactly what they're gonna do. But because their cards are actually searchable and it's actually in Archetype. But I'm saying, like, Hoodie can do it just as well, I think.
Well, the thing is
I've seen how many cards they draw.
Imperial doesn't really have removal built into their stuff, and that's like what balances that deck. Hoodie is nothing but removal while comboing, so like if you combine the 2, I'm gonna kill you and remove all your stuff.
Nah, cut this off, Sean. I don't want. I'm sure someone's figured it out already, but I don't want to spread this information.
Put it out in the world.
I don't want it.
Cut that out.
This is so dumb.
Also, fun fact: the Kabuterimon and the Seedramon both have Alliance natively, so you could abuse that as well if you're able to just promote and swing with one of those if they aren't like summoning sickness.
Oh yeah, true. They both have Alliance already. That's right.
Yep.
And because you're playing Dragon Mode now, guess what else they can play? Omni X.
Yeah. I was actually.
I think that might be a bit too far.
I was thinking of that when
I don't think so.
I was like, I mean, you could always just play Omni X, and that's an extra check.
Yep.
The deck space is tight.
Is it Mr.
I'm
3
looking-
Tropical Venoms? It feels like it's pretty loose to me. If you're just what the hell, dude? Throw them in there, yeah.
I need these.
I cut one of them. I cut one Venom.
Can I get this off my screen, please?
And you know what's great too? The way the deck is built. Even if you don't like lethal them, you could just be like, all right, Keyscape, bounce it back to my hand, put something down here. You better do something to me next turn, because guess what? I'm coming back up.
Yeah, the Erica version is scary because they constantly reset their raising air, and they're just like, I'm gonna promote next turn. Do it again, dude. Do something about it.
Yeah, so Chris, I think I'm gonna need to borrow 4 copies of Jade Memory Boost from you. No reason.
Oh yeah, you would want Jade instead of Wisteria. Wisteria's
I don't know why I said
red and
Wisteria
blue.
earlier.
I knew which one you meant.
I didn't even clock that, but yeah, I assumed you when you said it. I assumed you meant the one that does search both colors because like that it exists.
I actually might end up cutting the Tropic Venom just so I can play more ratios.
Yeah, dude, I feel like that's a pretty cuttable card. It's highly unnecessary.
But I'm never cutting the HPD.
Well, yeah, no one asked you to.
Yeah, no,
I asked
obviously.
Bandai to make it to where you're not allowed to do it, but like, you know, they
It's
didn't
not
listen,
allowed
so.
to play it.
Yeah. That's the only fix for that.
It does.
I hope they give them a new shack if they don't plan on extending their hit to hoodie at any point and just keeping that on the list forever. Maybe they'll get a better one, hopefully, that doesn't have the hoodie trait. Alright.
Also, the Kabuteria does give piercing. So if you have a blocker, I mean, now my hoodie has piercing.
You're playing
And
hoodie
extra
one, dude. That doesn't... That's not
Brandon, if you play BT16 Pyldramon, you suspend their whole board, okay?
I'm just saying.
Not
I'm
everyone.
Just stating facts.
Just everyone that has equal or fewer sources.
Vortextramon is usually okay. But I'm still playing Chitose, so he's not okay.
Yeah. Also, the Pyodramon helps that the 81 Pyodramon helps that matchup now because he's immune to battle.
Yup.
And his attack can't be redirected, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And he'll have barrier.
Barrier's irrelevant, dude. You can't die by battle.
Hey.
You don't need barrier anymore.
Hey, guess what? You check that security, and it's like, hey, I'm still a Digimon. It's like, all right, cool. I'm still good, but I have barrier, just in case.
I'm glad we fixed that. I'm glad we fixed Hoodie after their massive hit.
Venoms in his hand. Just in
remember,
case.
Sean. If one condom isn't good enough, there's second condom.
I'm pretty sure that causes issues. When
No,
you,
100% does.
when you stack
It
them.
does.
I believe that increases
Yeah,
friction.
you're not. Kids don't do that.
Yeah.
Just read the fucking comic questions.
All right. Comments.
I'm so furious.
Venomous Monarch 2447. New burst mode dual card is absolutely cracked. It's a good time to rise and shine.
Yes, it
agree.
is.
First secret since ruin mode.
It's so good.
It is so incredibly powerful. Also, go ahead. What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say I like how the card got revealed, and they were basically like, my first thing is, oh, I gotta go tell comment question. I like that.
Yeah.
Immediately came here just to talk about it, and I'm here for it.
If you weren't watching the English stream and had them say this, you probably don't know, but the effect on the burst mode that says trigger the main effect of the option side counts as an option effect. So it outs things that are immune to Digimon effects while being a Digimon, which is hilarious because you can Evo into the burst mode for free because it's a burst Evo. LOL.
Yep. It's a burst Evo. So I'm sorry to derail here. I thought this was funny, so I decided to go to the Facebook page and repeat with people's comments about the ban list.
Lots of upset
just a couple comments in. Just a couple comments in is my Shikuamon deck is dead. Thanks, Huddy. And then the one right below that is they at least didn't hit my Gabumon. They hit my Shikuamon deck. Yeah, okay.
Casual
That's it. That's
state
all I want to say.
praise.
Yeah. Very annoying. We'll get him next time, I guess. Benjamin Wiseman 6567. I agree with most of your takes on cards to get hit and not hit, but some cards in the TS deck absolutely need to get hit, especially with new support coming. TS decks are already the most versatile and powerful decks in the format. Being able to hard play at level 6 for greatly reduced cost, that is impossible to remove except with DP reduction is ridiculous, and there are multiple builds that can wipe out security by turn 3. Also, something in Justmon Genkumon absolutely needs to get hit. My pick would be the BT20 Savior Huckmon, or if they won't hit that, the BT13 Bao Huckmon. That both enable speeding into multiple Digimon on the board and multiple checks by turn 2.
TS is fine and perfect. Leave it alone.
How about none of that?
Yeah, just because something is good doesn't mean it needs to be hit. It just means
only
it's good.
Shaq.
Yeah, only Shaq, and then several Dark Animal cards randomly. Yeah, I disagree with that. Yeah, TS decks are completely fine. They're fair. I mean, the sixes all have like restrictions on how they reduce their costs. So like you can, if you get blown out by one of them, you can play around it. Besides Venus, Maruki is like the only one that
there's only like one. I would say Mini, because Mini they can just promote and then play.
Oh, true. I'm sorry. Minerva, they can straight up just reduce her always if they have an Iliad on the field, but Venus, they have to be at 3 or fewer. Neptune, you have to have 2 or more Digimon on the field, which that's the easiest one to play around, because like they require you to be doing something specific. And
Yeah,
that's
you have to be playing.
that was definitely the one he was referring to anyway, because like you said, you have to reduce its DP in order to get rid of it. It's like you can play around those cards. They're good.
Play Hoodie. You can reduce its DP.
Venus one is so good. Oh my god, it's the this is a good one. I love memes people come up with. It's the funeral meme where the guy like kneeling down and he's putting up the peace sign and everyone's looking real sad behind him. And it's Growl X as the guy doing the peace sign, and it's the Cerberus X engine, and I love the memes these people come up with. Oh, good.
That's so funny.
Good. I love how this guy's coping. He's like, excuse me, Leviathan is not dead at all. I don't know, buddy. They hit a good port of your engine.
Yeah,
they had a good portion of it.
It's still very much usable.
Yeah, that's so funny. Oh, rocks are safe too. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I don't think they need to get hit either, obviously. He also said, Sean's going to need to stop playing Mastermon. If he doesn't, Brandon and Chris are going to keep saying they beat the best Mastermon player deck in the country, and I'd do the same if I were them.
Damn right.
Every time.
Yeah.
This week I tied him.
Yeah, I remember I fumbled the bag in that game, though, to allow you to even have a chance, because I could have completely cleared your board. But I forgot what I did wrong, but when the mess up caused me to not be able to clear everybody and ended up with a Venus on the field to start your turn. But yeah. Well, there's probably going to be a shift in what I end up playing at locals in the not too distant future. Random Mexican 123, thanks for being a channel member. But guys, Hoodie is a green Digimon that doesn't have an inherent effect, therefore shouldn't be banned.
Yeah, whatever. Sean showed me this.
Yeah, I forgot about this meme because Chris hasn't said it in a while. But then this comment tickled me. We were at locals whenever this came through.
He liked it so much.
I had forgotten about it because I immediately had flashbacks to you yelling, but it doesn't have an inheritable.
It doesn't have an inheritable.
Go Boy TM, thank you for being a channel member. Puppets get 2 emblems and both their entire lines are Liberator trait. That deck is insanely ignorant because they pay for basically nothing minus the emblems. Yes, I would argue that's the best Liberator deck now is Puppets, but it's underplayed right now. Very, very powerful. Ben is abusing it to his best abilities.
He's trying.
Yeah, when he's not playing Machinamon for no reason. Grunt General 808. For simulators, I think it would be good to have little bubbles show up after you make an action. You can pop them, perform the action. Otherwise, you can ignore them and continue to digivolve for play. I think that's a good idea. That'd probably be challenging.
I would love that.
Yeah, that'd probably be challenging for them to like implement at this point. But I do like that because like it's something you can just ignore as opposed to having to say yes or no. I do like that as a suggestion. Maybe someone can do that. I mean, it is open source now, so like someone might be able to take the time. What was that?
I was trying to look at more of these memes and I forgot my volume was on and it scrolled to another video.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I actually really like that idea. Ashes Fall 9530. Thank you for your channel member. The new AD1 pulls seem real bad. Packs are $6.30 a piece. You only get 1 gold frame in a box, 3 alts, 5 secrets, 10 SR. Seems real bad.
Yep.
It could be worse. It's not RB1 levels of bad. However, it is a little disappointing for sure.
I am 100% doom and glooming it. I was so in on this set, and now I'm so out on this set. I'm definitely going to be buying individuals.
Yeah, it definitely is a step up from RB1. However, I think their biggest issue is the fact that they made it half a box, and it's practically the same price. Like, I think if it were a full box, because a full box you get 2 gold frames, 6 alts, 10 secrets, and 20 supers.
That'd be way better.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or if the half boxes were the price of half a box, I think that would also be nice. But man, blinging out Shine's gonna be so expensive.
He's so awesome. Yeah.
1 gold frame per box, dude. I need like I need like 20 of them, I think.
All I wanted was my miraculous Mega Knight. That's not happening anymore.
I'm really curious what the gold frame prices are going to be whenever it hits the market. They're probably going to be all over the place.
Dude, it's going to be awful.
Yeah. I guess we can compare it to the EX foils because it's basically the same thing. So for some things it'll be kind of stupid, and for other things it'll probably be pretty cheap once the market settles. RDD48. Locals were the Invisifun. Such fun mechanics, even if not always worked. So finally, more info on the card distribution for AD. The Japanese show a box of more or less 3 AA, 5 secrets, 19 supers. Some textured, some not. With a gold one, not as great they could have done, but by far an upgrade on RB1. In my store, we got the 12-pack box or Japanese box. Also, the hits on the box are randomized, so packs with a secret and alt art, and packs without supers for the fun of pack opening. So don't buy loose packs, is what you're saying.
Yep.
What a pain. What an absolute pain.
Yeah. I mean, I never buy loose packs besides random blisters at Target just because I have an addiction, but that's definitely an incentive not to do that for this set. Justin So 8231, do you guys think we need a true banish zone, an area where cards can no longer be used like how the original banish zone was planned for Yu-Gi-Oh? We can banish those Tumblemon from trash. Yeah, it's called the security. Mastamon uses the banish zone.
Unfortunately, if we did that, it would absolutely nuke a certain color. So, purple.
Would it?
I mean, I think so. I mean, their whole situation is the trash. Could you imagine if you had like a field spell? Because that's the only thing I could imagine it would have to. It would be one of those option cards you put in your security, right? It's just like any card that would be sent to the trash gets banished.
No, he didn't mean a macrocosmos-like effect. He just meant like a banish zone that introduces the ability to put things in there, not just having like macrocosmos on the field.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that would obviously destroy purple if we
Okay.
Effect.
That's what I thought they were talking about. Okay.
Yeah, he's saying more print cards that have remove from game effect.
Yeah, RFG.
Oh, okay. Yes, I agree. Yes.
I mean, I consider security the banish zone. That's kind of how I view Mastamon's effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you're like another yellow. Yeah, only yellow can really get back to it.
Yeah. She's like Chaos Sorcerer or BLS. He also said, do you guys think... Except with tits, yes, that is true. Chaos Sorceress. Do you guys think Vanguard, Shadowverse, Grand Exile, Flesh and Blood will survive in 10 years?
Don't play those games. I don't know. I don't know anything really about them, so I can't comment on them.
I have no idea.
Same. Most card games don't survive more than, like, I think 2 or 3 years. But other than that, I have no idea. He also said, Team APS recently reported on a Pokemon Thief story where someone threw a hooked chain through a local game store's window and used their car to pull the chain to completely remove the window. The 4 robbers then came in and grabbed all the sealed Pokemon boxes. The robbers knew exactly where the Pokemon sealed boxes were and how the store layout. This means that thieves were either existing customers of the game store or have been scouting it for some time. After Team APS reported on the story, they said, Paul, why is there no Yu-Gi-Oh! Thief stores? Alex, yeah, are our Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards not worth stealing?
Not yet. Logan Paul's getting there.
Yeah, Logan Paul is working on that. Hard at work.
Weeks.
Also,
so
the Yu-Gi-Oh cards get stolen by Yu-Gi-Oh players. LOL.
So y'all remember that story about the thieves robbing that one Pokemon shop? They were called like Poke Court or something like that.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, Nintendo sued them.
Justin told us that. Yeah.
Oh, Justin told us that. Okay, and they were forced to change their name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's sad.
Then we laughed at Nintendo lawyers being Nintendo lawyers. Now they're suing.
Yeah,
the old Japanese men got real upset.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
If you guys would like to pause and take a second to look at the meme I have curated and sent to you, I will be posting this to the Digimon page in just a moment.
That's good.
Yeah, it's solid quality.
Oh, I can actually open up the 7 messages Deshaun sent me now.
It's probably
that's how that's how I got the ban list spoiled for me last time. Is because Deshaun sent it to me, and I opened it, and I didn't realize that's what he sent me.
You're like, no, Deshaun, no.
Yeah. Wait.
That reminds me of how I got episode 7 spoiled for me. I clicked on I think it was a Sports Center picture, and the first comment was just bullet points of spoilers for the movie. It was like Han Solo dies, blah 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 blah. I was like, I read 3 of them before I realized what was happening. I was like, oh my god, dude, this guy's the devil.
Got 3 in?
My brain read them before I registered what was happening. Because I didn't know. I was reading it and I was like, what is this? And my brain was like, oh, these are spoilers for the movie.
Your brain is not a homie.
It was on a sports thing. It was like a picture for Sports Center or something. Or it may have been an article, but it wasn't comment section of an article that had nothing to do with Star Wars or nerddom at all. And it was just some guy maliciously spoiling things. Anyway. The QWERTY
meme is on the Facebook page.
Okay, I look forward to liking it.
It has hit the Facebook page.
The QWERTY038. Cool to hear that you guys are coming to the regionals in Baton Rouge. I'm in talks to be a judge for it, but also got my ticket to play if that doesn't work out.
Nice.
We will see you there then. B.Yule0. Knowing Bandai, they're going to limit BT23 Angemon because it draws 1 on play when Digivolving. Also, I was also confused when I saw people asking for a Crimson Blaze hit, considering the format we're in. I think it might be because of how Medusamon interacts with it, i.e. giving your opponent 2+ tokens in Crimson Blazing for a reduced cost of Floodgate them and Trash 2 security.
That is kind of annoying when they do that to you.
That is a little dumb, but more of a reflection of Medusamon than Crimson Blaze. But you were close on the Hoodiemon hit.
I mean, that's it was half of that.
Yeah, you were closer than most people.
The finals. That's how I lost the finals to Will, is because he put 2 tokens on my board while I had 3 security, and he just Crimson Blazed me, killed the 2 security, killed 2 tokens, and I couldn't do my hoodie unfair crap. So.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon, don't open that unless you don't mind spoilers for your whatever pay-per-view event's happening right now.
I literally.
I don't think it's that big. Okay.
Well, yeah, no, I don't really care. I'm not watching it. Obviously, I've been sitting here in this damn chair for the last 3 hours.
4 hours almost.
Crimson.
Oh yeah, we knew that.
Crimson 35124 has been seen the Indonesia versus Singapore 5v5 on Digimon TCG Indonesia's channel. Puppets looks like it will be one of the best decks after Hoodie gets hit, but Death X Rune Mode Crimson Blaze offers solid counterplay to it. Sean should definitely tech Cutemons in his deck. Liberator decks pretty much only play trainings and emblems, and Cutemon turns all those off. 90% of Medusamon players are greedy as hell and don't play any of the Cyclone that pops floodgates, so Gazimon, Zinniamon, Tapermon type floodgates hurt them a lot too.
Yeah, well now he has to keep the pillows in, because Hoodie didn't die.
Yeah, the floodgate slot was always going to be meta dependent. It's definitely going to say pillow though if I were to play Masty.
Especially since you can get it foil now.
Yeah, absolutely. So floodgates are not good versus Medusa because Gigimon is a card. Because they just trigger their effects to where they trigger the Gigimon first, Evo into the Mega, delete your dude that's floodgating their memory gain, and then they gain the memory. If you have like... Do what?
I was just saying, yep. That's how that works.
Yeah. I literally played against Josh, and I had all 3 floodgates that Yellow has access to on the field at the same time. And all they do... what you do cuck them out of reducing the Evo off the Gigi. Because they will prioritize popping your memory gain. But yeah, it doesn't actually accomplish what you want it to accomplish. Also, floodgates against them make Crimson Blaze cheaper. Cutemon is possibly good against other Liberator decks, but it's kind of unnecessary. Enigmatic Heart 666. Obnoxious, couldn't listen. Thank you for your wonderful opinion. Justin, so
hold on.
What?
Is which Greymon is this card? I'm seeing the card that they revealed. What Greymon is that?
That's Grey X. It's the one that's at 1.
Are you freaking kidding?
All 6 of those cards are limited to 1.
No, I get that. Why? Why are they? What is their problem?
It's a theme. It literally says it's box toppers for BT25, I think. All of those cards are limited to 1. It was a deliberate thing.
You know what that tells me? They didn't unlimit it so they could sell more product.
And they didn't ban HBD because they wanted to reprint it again as an alt art.
If anything, this makes me not want to, because if I pull multiples of the same box topper, I can't use them.
That's why you're supposed to trade with your friends.
Yeah. One thing about that is I am happy that we have an alt art of Calling from the Darkness, because that's taken like 4 years for them to do. About time.
Oh, you know what I just thought of? Event Pack 9 has
Shikuman.
Event Pack 9 does have Shikuman in it. Before we even touch the card, it's at 1.
Yep.
Just continue. Go ahead, Sean. Continue. I'm sorry. I'm being obnoxious again.
It's okay.
No, it's not. Don't lie to him.
Justin So 8231. Happy 30th birthday, Brandon.
Don't remind me. All right.
Old.
I'm still 20.
Old man.
God, so ancient.
He looked like he was walking a little bit funnier earlier too. Like he's a little old now.
Old. I got a crick in my back now. I gotta have a walking cane.
Gabriel Harris 8885. Discord notification sounds are annoying.
Yeah, I agree, Chris.
What happened?
Your little phone on your mount. Every time you get a Discord notification, it pings in our ear.
They don't bother me, but yeah, they're all coming from Chris. Justin Starts 31 also said, fun fact, Nintendo is now suing the Trump administration now for tariffs.
Yep.
I heard about that.
Are. Somebody's got to take down the orange man, I guess. And Nintendo literally said, fine, I'll do it myself. Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet just for lawyers.
I mean, they got a lot of money. Mathbell 52.
Nintendo is so happy. They will sue you for nothing.
They sued that store.
Yeah. They don't give a damn.
They will cease and desist the hell out of you for no reason. Mathbell5236. For the ban list, I think it's a weird time to do a list. We practically didn't see the full potential of EX11 and how the meta evolves around it. The only deck for sure will be in that list will be Hoodie. The rest is up in the air, so let's guess, I suppose. Like Hoodie, Chaitos to 1 or 0, and Shakuamon to 1. I think without those two, the deck no longer do anything. Either the control lose their only level 5 that they can search, and it kills the OTK. Depending on what they took into account for this list or what is their main focus, I could see the purple engines being hit. In Asia, Masty Dark Animal had decent tops during all of BT23 format, and the same with Gromon Engine has a bunch of tops here and in Asia. And both sort of entered that idea that unless you are playing a deck that can hard counter them once they start, it's a solitaire OTK, and Bandai hate that sort of things. If they want to hit Time Stranger anyway, I don't think they will. Maybe the TS Sylphimon, just because the amount of support the deck will get could make it a problem, but that's only if they somehow want to do that so the meta doesn't go potentially crazy in the future. HPD to 0 because, yeah, you shouldn't be able to get to Vortextramon for 1. Medusamon, maybe a pair ban between her and Crimson, just because the interaction between those two cards I don't think was something I expected to be this good. Like, maybe these cards will get hit, but unless you're a Hoodie, I can't say for sure. Now, cards that I think should come off the list, Greyx is literally... Greyxmon X, literally, we have Medusa that can get to their level 5 for 1 memory from level 3. The last time Greymon was relevant was BT12, and... Now, even if they get faster level 5, what are they going to do against the Vortex with 23 or 26k DP or a bunch of TS blockers, etc.?
Yo.
Reinforcement Memory Boost and Sunrise. The fact that everyone forgets about these cards tells how bad they are, and they should have come off the list ages ago. I keep forgetting Reinforcements also on the list. One costs 6 heals. One costs 6, heals 1, adds 1, and 3 memory, and the other costs 5, plays 1 tamer, and then takes out DP even if we weren't in such a heavy memory-efficient metagame. I don't think we'll see any kind of use Doru Greymon. What would Alphamon Doru Goromon do with this at 4? I don't know about that one. Like the setup for the OTK, it's extremely slow and easy to counter from Vortex just taking the hit, Masty bottom, security, TS just dropping Mervamon plus another body in the Oryukin, it's gone. Rock's doing Fragment, and etc. You must have not played in BT9 format if you consider that OTK slow. Even by today's standards, it was not slow.
Nope.
And they have de-evo and stuff, so like your dudes that are on the field that are going to protect you are probably not going to be there. And yes, all the memory options to 0, also the same as HPD. I think it's time to put to 0 Calling from the Darkness. It's in card advantage, always a plus. Either the Digimon you're deleting gets you more resources, or you don't have anything and you get to choose 2 cards from trash to get back in the game. We're at the point where the game has become really draw efficient. Having so many 1-ofs with big effects doesn't promote healthy gameplay. I agree with most of this.
Yeah.
Most of it, yeah.
Also, Vortex, I guess he means warping on top of the level 5. Would Evo for 1 with HPD, because like if you Evo on top of your Mega, it's 4, so it'd be free with HPD.
Yeah, it's 4. Doesn't it?
I'm gonna be honest.
It reduces
Yes,
by 5.
it's
Yeah,
5.
it's free most of the time.
Yeah, most of the time it's free, but it reduces by 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, most of the time when I see someone using HPD with Vortex, it's going from their 5 into the Vortex.
Makes sense. That's the best way to utilize it if you have it in your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's for free. Just getting its 1 memory.
Super free.
Justin Stowe 8331. What if in BT27 we get a dual Mastamon Digimon option card called Chaos Revival? It will be a 6 play cost and reads: if you have Mary on the field, you can bring back from the grave 1 Angel Womon or Lady Devmon and then Arts DNA Evolve.
Nope. Bad.
No, it sounds awful.
I mean, I don't hate the idea. I just wanted to see it. I want to see it in BT25, so Brandon has to eat a Gabumon on camera.
It's not happening.
He also said, Brandon said he hates commander type decks. Me too. I hate those leader type effects.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that style of game. I don't know. Not for me.
I don't have an issue with that, but I think it's because originally playing Yu-Gi-Oh, your extra deck kind of functions in a similar manner where like it's cards you always have access to. You just kind of have to turn them on functionally.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say because you used to play Dragon Ball, but I can't remember if you actually played Dragon Ball or not.
Not competitively. I've played like tabletop games. Like I know how to play Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Mostly, but
I could just imagine you being like, "This is my commander. He will always be here. You cannot touch him."
Yeah.
It's just
I would. Don't interact with my commander. I'll throw hands.
I just realized his counter fell off.
Wow. He also said the next time you guys see Huang Zero, tell him thank you for DCGO. What Huang Zero puts out is 200 times better than anything Bandai would put out. I mean, we don't see him, but I do agree. I've only spoken to him once, and it was when I played him in Dallas, the format that me and Ben took Angels to a regional. He was playing Levia.
How'd that go for him?
Not well. I believe we drew, if I'm not mistaken. But if we had more time, I would have won game 3. He plays very quickly. He is the fastest player I've ever played against, as far as like the speed at which he takes actions.
Because he knows what he's trying to do and how he's trying to get there.
Yeah. I mean, it was admirable. I was like, damn, dude, that's the most efficient I've ever seen someone play.
Nice.
Gurren Raider 2.5.
I believe that would be a compliment.
Yeah, 100%. It's definitely not a negative.
Absolutely. No, definitely not.
Can't believe my pairing last round played so quick, dude. I hated it.
I mean, I could kind of see that being a negative just because, like, I didn't have time to read their cards or something.
No, I mean, if there's some interaction that's happening, he's not going to blast through that. But, like, if he's just evoing up and stuff and triggering his effects, like, it's not like you play Max C.
Yeah. Well, I was more referring to, like, if the opponent doesn't know what their effects are.
I mean, he was explaining what he was doing. I knew how his cards work because he was playing Levia, but, like, he was explaining what was happening.
Chris tries to explain what his cards do. I still want to just reach over and read them.
Chris tries to do a lot of things.
I do try and do a lot of things.
Most of which are illegal.
Gurren Raider 2.5. You want that kill combo? EX2 Justimon gets 2 unsuspends, and since new Invisi gains security attack +1, the stack can do 6 checks across 3 swings. Against a standard deck, swinging with new Oblivi is full setup because next turn it respawns into new Invisi and then goes into new Invisi, and then when it disappears again, Justy is game.
Yeah.
Yeah, how'd that work out for you, Brandon?
That is. Well, I mean, I don't play that card, so the issue is being able to keep turn going into both level 6s.
Yeah,
because you would have
that's
to
asking a lot.
Evo instant Invisi. You're tucking only one card. You're not going to tuck 2.
Yeah, I mean, you can go into Invisi for free with the Tamer, assuming that you have that situation going on, but
yeah. It's a lot to set up.
It is.
But yeah, that's cool. You can just finish off the game with a, no, because he's not part blue anymore. I was going to say Omni X, but not part blue anymore.
The new Invisi's all black? I didn't even notice.
No, the Justy is.
Oh, the Justy is. Okay.
Otherwise, yeah, that would work.
Yeah. Oreo X1000, thank you for being a channel member. DCGO tends to post new sets day of release. At least that's been the case for the last couple. Yeah, for the most part. I recommend downloading the beta if you like testing on there, but want to use the sets before we actually get them. Not all your cards are going to work correctly, but you can at least use the ones that can, Right now, the Shine does not work correctly on the beta, even though they have 81 in there. It doesn't minus DP. It targets a Digimon, but nothing happens.
Nothing happens?
Yeah.
Correct.
Global Digital Empire, thank you for being a channel member. I try to park as close to cart corrals as I can, but if the closest one is halfway across the lot, sorry, I'm not bringing it back. Yeah. I drive a coupe, which means I prioritize having room on the side of the car to open the door to where I'm not like, crawling out the little sliver that I can open the door to. But prior to that, if I had like a sedan or something, I would prioritize parking near cart corrals. Oreo X1000 also said, Invisimon is such a fun deck. Is it Brandon?
Yeah, I had fun with it. I think once you do your combo, it's good. It's when your opponent... Okay, so there's 3 types of games you'll have.
Okay.
Your opponent can't stop your combo, and you just win.
Mm-hmm.
Your opponent has interactions for your combo, and you lose.
Okay.
Your opponent has interactions for your combo, but still favors you, and you win.
You forgot a
decks
secret
Medusa,
secret 4th thing.
bricking? Just not seeing pieces? That's for every deck.
Or your opponent promoting and putting you to like 1 security and ruin moding you.
That's no, because that's part of your opponent has advantageous like matchups into you because you play Mostemon. You can trash my security till I have 3, and then just alliance swing,
And then ruin mode you.
and it's over.
Yeah.
And then ruin mode me.
Like GLHF, your turn.
Good luck.
Remember that time you thought Ruin or Pata was getting hit on the list?
I mean,
yeah,
I
that's
think it
mostly
was
just
actually-
yeah, that's mostly just a clown on you, Sean. That's all.
Yeah. Did we think it was actually gonna happen? No. Did
I
we
know that you didn't actually think Pata was getting hit. I feel like you actually would prefer Ruin to get hit though, because you get
100%.
you get touched by
With
it.
all the shine support coming out, they should have future-proofed that.
It's fair and balanced, dude.
That's so dumb.
I cannot
Yeah, here's a
wait.
card that floodgates you from playing the deck.
I'm telling you, dude. Now that I've been messing around with it, I can't wait for 81 to come out. It's gonna be lots of non-games for my
I can't wait for you to have like 1 or 2 bad games. Be like, look over, and behind you on the trash can's gonna be the Green Goblin mask going Musty.
Yeah. I'm gonna have that spiral that Ben did prior to Nats where he's like, I'm gonna play Perperial. It's like, why don't do that to yourself, man? I mean, Massmon wouldn't.
Every time there's a new Shine Greymon card, you get so excited, you throw together your Ruin Turbo, it doesn't go well, it gets shelved.
Yes and no, but the stuff that we're getting in 81,
it's the game changer.
Yes, it makes it so much easier to ruin mode somebody. It's like child's play to 1 to single proc a ruin mode, but double ruin mode's way easier than it was previously, which was already pretty easy because it no longer requires you to keep turn. So you don't have to be as memory efficient as you were in the past. You can just be like, all right, here's 5 memory, dude. Minus 10,000 on your field. Go.
That's what happens when you search it off like a search card, and then activate my trap card. And it's gonna banish all copies of it from your deck, whatever that trap was called.
There's a couple of cards like chain disappearances, a thing.
That's the one I was thinking of.
Okay.
The one Yugi used in the Cambodia player.
You made me think of Dark Law because you said I searched it and then you banished something, but then you kind of like combined it and chain disappearance together.
Yeah, all right, I'll take it. Brand new card.
Put them in my security, dude. They're safe there.
Nah.
That Geo's at 1,
Put them in
dude.
your
I
Tama
can't.
stack. No, that's how you banish something. You put them in your Tama stack.
You would just hatch it.
Yeah, you'd have to get there.
Yeah,
have to hatch
that
4
is true. If you put it on the bottom, you'd have to promote like 4 times to get there. Which, unless you're playing like Ukos, you're never gonna get there.
Pretty hard to do.
Yeah.
And if you're playing Royal Knights, forget about it. They're dead. They're gone.
That would get absorbed by the Drazel.
I mean, but to be fair, like the Drazel would be like, oh yeah, please tuck these in my Tama.
Yeah, it'd just be a free reduction.
Please
on
do
Drazel.
it.
Yeah, it would just plus off of that.
Yeah, but for real, I do think
for real?
Ruin Mode Turbo might have some legs once we get 81.
Oh, okay. Yeah, can't wait.
I can't
It's
either.
gonna be so great.
It will. Hey,
You're gonna be like, all right, cool. I have my Omni combo ready to go.
And I'm like,
Rookie in the Raising. Level 4 in the raising.
Okay.
All right, ruin mode.
You're literally
Guess
never
all that.
you're never gonna be able to play Omni if I'm playing Ruin Mode Turbo, because doing a single Ruin Mode is like a joke.
No, I literally would have to play Miraculous Mega Knight and hard slam one of the 17.
Yeah, you would have to do that. And even then, that actually might not be too bad for you, but depending on what I have,
Depends on what Omni I'd have in hand.
yeah, depending on what I have set up, I guess Alter S would be immune completely, but I have premium DP reduction, so.
Well, I was thinking 81 would bottom deck every single Marcus, assuming you turn it into a Digimon, because they're all going to have 0 sources, and he bought decks based on sources.
Oh, well, not all the Marcuses are treated as Digimon.
I'm saying if they are.
Well, they would never, that would basically never happen. It's like 1 or 2 at a time.
Well, anyway, anything that's treated as a Digimon with no sources.
Okay.
Because I would only have 2 sources. So anything 2 or less sources is getting bottom decked.
Okay.
And then you pop 1 card.
Okay. Does he have any sort of protection?
Partition. Which would, of course, also stun a card and pop a card, respectively. It's not great, but it's something.
Yeah. I think your biggest issue would be giving me the memory to hard play a Mega, because you definitely would be forced to do that in order to be able to even play the game.
Yep.
Yeah. But if you could get that set up, it wouldn't be terrible for you. I mean, it would definitely make it more awkward.
I could play the Blitz and Cress, and I could actually assembly and get more sources underneath them, but then I'm susceptible to de-evo.
Well, I don't. Shine doesn't have de-evo, so you're Gucci there.
In other matchups, you know.
I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Which is cool, because if I ever alter S by stacks into security, I can assembly the 2 level 6s, so they still have their sources. I just lose out on the level 3 in the Tama. Because you can assembly whenever the card is played. I think, right? Chris, you play assembly.
You can. It assembles from the trash.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, where do the cards go when Alter S goes in security?
They play to the field, don't they?
Also trash.
Do. But Alter S goes to security, the level 6s go to the field, everything else gets trashed.
Okay. I don't remember what the assembly on Omni is.
Well, Omni is just with Kretz and Blitz, but... Or no, I think it's just Garu and Gray, level 6s. But I'm referring to the Blitz and the Crest. They have assembly.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
So then I can DNA again, and I didn't lose
have all
most
this.
of my
Okay, I get you. Yeah, that makes sense. That's actually
picking up what I'm putting down.
Yeah. But the good news is if Shine Ruin Mode is a deck again, you guys won't have to worry about Masty for the time being. I think that's good news.
You're right. It's such good news.
I think it's great news for you guys.
You don't have Tamer removal, so you know what? Win some, you lose some.
Yeah, I literally won't have Tamer removal.
Yeah, can't promote because he blanketed 15k on your board. But hey, my Tamer's on the board.
That's right, dude. Your Tamers are still there, safe and sound. Oh man, I can't wait.
Anyway, alright, that was everything. I'm ready to go to bed. I'm tired. I've been in this chair for too long. It's all Sean's fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might just sleep in the chair. I've been in it long enough. I mean, might as well.
And what is the actual time on this Discord call? So, listeners, come viewers.
4 hours.
We are 4 hours and 6 minutes in. However long this video is, just know we were here even longer.
It is nowhere near that length. I will tell you that now. The current recording time for this part is not even an hour and a half.
Yeah. Jeez Louise.
Yeah. Chris and Brandon are troopers. They waited the whole time while I troubleshooting my computer. Great job, guys.
Good job, guys. Alright.
Sorry my computer sucks.
It's your Wi-Fi. It was your Wi-Fi.
Sort of, yeah. I guess.
Alright. Bye.
Later.
Baddest cock.